Boy, that was easy. That was T-ball right there.
Yeah, that was a softball. Well, Acevedo won 4 in a row. That's the good news. The bad news was before that he had lost 8 in a row and 5 by knockout. Wow. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why the young Lubin, who's only 18 years old and was a tremendous amateur, I'm sure that's why his people chose Acevedo for national TV.
Now he comes with a straight left.
A lot of people right away behind the head, the referee says, don't do that. You have 2 southpaws here, 2 lefties. You don't see that all the time. So the advantage, one to the other, is negated a little bit. And talking about advantage, a lot of people say, well, Teddy, doesn't Acevedo have a big pro advantage with experience?
Watch ahead, both of you guys.
Keep
it clean.
Let's go. The head there by the referee. Well, only 2 pro fights, obviously, for Lubin, but 128 amateur fights. That makes up for lack of experience in the pros. And also, I look at it a little differently, Joe. You know, you're fighting an opponent in Acevedo with, 28 pro fights, but almost half of those are losses. So to me, it's a negative experience versus a positive experience. So I guess if the question ever came, well, the riddle was ever, you know, if we were in Batman movie and the riddle was, riddle this, when is experience not an advantage? Well, when the more experienced guy is 13, 12, and 3, fighting a 2-0, 18-year-old who was a tremendous amateur.
And in 12 of those losses, he was stopped. It was a short right hook that came in from Lubin in that exchange.
Azevedo knocked out 5 times. And a much smaller man. He's got a lot of problems tonight.
Judges, 1 point.
Now he's got another problem.
Point
Judges,
deduction
1 point.
here.
Hold it.
With 55 seconds remaining in round 1 with
Don't
the
hold.
excessive
Don't
holding.
put your head down.
Well, that's not the first time Acevedo has been in this position down this road. He's been disqualified 3 times. And the last one, you know what it was for? You got it. Excessive holding.
That was February of 2010. Trying to line up that left hand.
Work out.
The problem is when you serve someone on a silver platter like the promoters served Acevedo, for Lubin to shine and get a knockout, sometimes you get over anxious. Right now, Lubin a little over anxious. Swinging for that home run too much.
Well, he's expected to deliver as he has in his first 2 pro bouts, and we will check in with a guy who always delivers for us. Friday Night Fight Studio and Todd Grisham. Good evening, Todd. Or maybe not round 2.
It is terrible, really.
Because that is it.
That's a problem when you put these young guys on. We like to see these young stars coming up, get a peek at them before they get too far in their career. But when the concession by the promoters is to put them in with guys like Acevedo, well, sometimes you get something like this. Guy quitting in his corner, and the fans get nothing.
I mean, what was really accomplished there at all?
Terrible.
I mean, even if you invested yourself a little bit as a fan in Erickson Lubin and you followed his story and you say, okay, here's the guy, could have been a gold medalist, hopeful down the road, turns pro, watched him once on TV, want to see his 3rd go-around. What did you really see?
No, you didn't get to see anything. That's exactly right. You know, the whole idea is, as I said earlier, you want to see a future star. You know, sometimes they go to the minor league baseball games to see the next Willie Mays, the next Mickey Mantle, but those guys don't leave the field and go into the locker room before they go 1 inning, and that's exactly what happened here. Acevedo leaves the ring, and you get nothing.
Let me show you what happened just moments ago, and I want you to watch in the corner after the first round of Acevedo. Watch him as they're tending to his left hand. You hear the ringside doctor saying his hand's bothering him, and Acevedo saying, well, I can't go anymore. So that's that. The ref comes over, doctor counsels, hands bothering him. Can you go? Can you fight? Listen, we've broadcast many, many fights where guys have had broken hands. That same question is asked of them, and they give you a fighter's answer. That was not the case here with Acevedo.
No, not at all. And Billy, you said it well. The fighting is about overcoming. It's about fighting. It's about finding a way. Obviously, Acevedo, I'm going to guess, never intended to find a way here tonight. And once again, you have to wonder, when we put on these young stars, who we're putting them in with. And if you have to put, if the concession is to the promoter, you have to put them in with someone like Acevedo, maybe it's better we pass.
Let's go up to the ring to Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after one completed round, the red corner has advised our referee in charge, David Smith, to stop the contest due to an injured left hand. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Erickson, Hammer Lubin.
So Lubin goes to 3-0. You know, his plan is to fight as much as possible. He said he wanted to put 3 fights forward in the course of the next 5 weeks. He could go and fight tomorrow if he really needed to. That's the case here, as Acevedo could not continue after 1 round. Last week we had a really hard-fought fight between Jorge Diaz and Louis Rosa. Rosa pummeled him down the stretch of that fight when we were in North Jersey. You remember the backstory with Diaz, had a son born that day and had to be brought to the hospital to be evaluated. Let's check in with Bernardo